Hi, George. Welcome to FILBangalore. And you can give a quick intro of yourself and about your company, and then we'll go ahead from there.
Sure. I'm George. Thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to be here. I'm with the advisor to the Zero G Labs Foundation, and I'm also an investor in the AI and Web3 space and the crypto space. And I'm helping in the business development side and ecosystem for Zero Gravity Labs.
So, how has 2024 been? Any key highlights you wanna?
It's been amazing. I mean, I think this event itself encapsulates it really well. It was been a great event. A lot of young and enthusiastic builders. I think 2024 was a lot of that the entire year. There was been a lot of innovation that occurred. There's been a lot of value creation as well. And so it's been a very exciting year, 2024, both in AI, but also in gaming, DeFi, DePIN. We saw a lot of amazing projects. Yeah.
Any key highlights for Zero G in specific?
Sure, yeah. So Zero G, we were able to close a lot of large fundraising rounds. We have total around $325 million in funding. We also had a very successful alignment node sale. So these AI alignment nodes were used as a decentralization mechanism for the community, and we were able to raise around $25 million already. So we're quite excited about that. We were able to sell around 70,000 nodes. And so we wanted to, decentralize this core critical infrastructure to the community, and we were able to do that. So 2024 was a momentous year for Zero G. We also introduced our decentralized AI operating system, and so we're really excited about that. And so a great year overall for 2024 for Zero G. Yeah.
Any trend you see upcoming in 2025?
Yeah, absolutely. So we think this AI agent narrative, the AI agent meta, AI meme coins, we think that's going to continue into 2025. We think there's been a lot of sort of like a bubble, you could say, in a way where there's some of them that are not actually as impactful or real as the others. But there is real products and there's real AI agent networks. There's real builders. And I think the real will survive in 2025 and the fake will, be called off. And so I think, in our opinion, 2025 is the year of AI. We are very bullish on that. And so we are building the core infrastructure for that with data availability, with data storage, and a serving marketplace for inferencing, fine tuning, and data verification. We are basically creating and building infra for all AI that comes on chain. We can also support off chain AI, but I think for us right now, we want to empower users on chain. And that's what we're focused on for 2025.
So, projects like Aether and other deepen projects are also coming up. So, anything that separates Zero G from project?
Yeah, so actually we're partners with Aether and these other, GPU compute storage platforms. And compute is very important for AI, right? But in order to compute to have real function AI, it also needs data. And so we are more data focused. We're not really focused on the compute side, although we do some compute as well through our serving marketplace. And so we don't really look at Aether as a competitor. We actually look at them as a partner. And they've been a close partner for us. We've hosted several events together. We're going to be using them for compute. We actually already are using them for compute, and we're renting some of their H100s and things like that. So we look at compute as partnership, and then we looked at in order for the AI Web3 space to work, we need to work with large scale infra, and so we need large compute networks. We need large inference networks, which we're also working on. You need large data storage networks as well. And then you need data availability, right? Because you need fast confirmation of these transactions that occur on chain, because latency is very important for AI. And so if there's any delays, then the AI agents, networks, AI model training, those could be further downstream affected. And so we want to, make everything as hyper optimized as possible. And by doing that, we actually allow things to happen on chain that could not be happening even off chain, right? So we can increase we're actually Web3 empowering AI versus AI empowering Web3.
Absolutely. Yeah. Any alpha you want to drop?
Yeah. I mean, so we're investors in, when I say we, I mean me personally. I'm invested in several AI agent meme coins. So I would say my broad advice is, number one, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. But number two is pay attention to this AI agent meta and AI meme coins, right? So I've personally been an early investor in AI16Z. I've invested in virtuals and several of these other AI projects. I think, there's going to be more and more of these types of projects that are launching in the next quarter. And so it really becomes to as an investor or even as a retail, try and explore and keep an open mind in this ecosystem, because the narratives will keep changing and there will be industry leaders within each narrative. And so if you pick the one or two that are actually going to make the difference and have the most adoption, you know, you can make a lot of money in this space, right? If that's your goal. And if you want to build and you're not so worried about the money, that's beautiful and that's great. And I applaud the builders, because without them, people like me wouldn't be able to invest, right? And so we do support them as well. And we have incubator projects and cohorts with Zero G, and we support the builders. I would say be active in the space. Try and figure out what it is that makes you really interested. Because when you have interest and passion, even if the monetary rewards are delayed, it's okay, because you're willing to build through it, right? You're willing to build through a bear market. If you start a project and the market is nice and beautiful like it is now with BTC above 100,000, it's easy now, right, to build and even to get funding maybe. But what happens when BTC crashes, and what happens when the market is down? Are you still willing to see it through? And so that's what we want to support with our incubator project. We're long-term aligned with the projects, and we want builders who are in it for the long term, not just to play the narratives, but to build for the long term.
Okay. So, any advice for the builders who are building for, like around AI and
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I think the best advice I can give is keep an open mind, because if we go into the AI space with our own preconceived notions, what happens is we are limiting ourselves. So what happens is every phase of this cycle, there's going to be new innovative technologies that are going to be built. Okay. And so the goal should not be, oh, let me compete with this, or let me see how I'm better than this. No, the goal should be, can I incorporate this to make my product better? Right. So for example, with AI16Z and ELIZA, right? There's over 2,000, 3,000 forks every day almost, or every week, of that code. And so what are they doing? They're not saying, let me create my own ELIZA framework. They're saying, let me fork that and incorporate it into what we want to do. So for example, Zero G forked the ELIZA code, and we have used the agent to upload data into our storage network, right? So we're not fighting the trends. We're embracing the trends. We're supporting these projects, and we are saying this technology is great. We're open-minded. Let's use this technology to empower our technology as well. And then together, it's mutually beneficial relationship. So for the builders, embrace the innovative technology around you. Don't fight it. Do not go in with your own preconceived notions and say, I'm not going to, partner with this or do this. Those things look inferior. I don't think that'll help, because in the end, what's the best quality will bubble to the top, and the things that are not able to get user adoption, even if the technology is sound, those will eventually fail. And so you need user adoption, you need strong technology, and in order to do that, you have to be open-minded and partner with the right people. So you got to partner with the strong core infra, you got to partner with strong tech providers, you got to partner with strong communities that are already accelerating. And so look at the user adoption rates. When you look at a partnership, look at user adoption rate and see, okay, there's thousands of people forking this code. It must be something there, right? Do your analysis, do your tech review. And if you agree with that and you say, this looks great, build with this.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, that would be all.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.